This one's received quite a bit of hype and I've heard a lot of whispers about it. And overwhelmingly positive things too, pretty much nothing negative. That's mostly been among the indie scene and film buffs though. But I don't think it's gotten that much mainstream attention really. But anyway, I've been very much looking forward to seeing this one for quite a while now. But with that amount of anticipation comes the risk of being severely let down. So how about it? Did it deliver or did it bring nothing but disappointment? Well, I will say that I liked it. It almost immediately put a smile on my face and put me in a good mood. And that's a very good starting point. I also wouldn't say I really disliked anything about it either. A few minor things I didn't really care for, but that's about as far as the negatives go. So overall I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But at the same time I don't think it really justified the hype, at least for me personally. I don't think it was that great, but I could also see why people have liked it more than I did. And the story here is a bit offbeat, but also kinda quaint and simple. It's essentially about this young man with Down syndrome and this young crab fisher guy, somewhere down south, and about their little adventure together as they, through a series of events, find themselves in the same boat, literally and figuratively speaking. And there's honestly not that much more to it. It's sort of a fun, mostly lighthearted and kinda charming little adventure movie. It's also well written, well directed, nothing wrong with the editing and the pacing either, and it's easily the best performance by Shia LaBeouf I've seen in quite a while. But Zach Gottsagen did a really good job too, and together they were pretty great. Their chemistry and banter was easily one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. Now the only thing I really didn't like, and it's a very common issue in movies like this, were some of the plot elements, especially the ones involving LaBeouf's character. They just felt a bit forced and clumsy and didn't really fit in with the rest of the movie. At least not as seamlessly as they should have. And I get why they did it, it's sort of necessary for the plot to make any sense. But I honestly think they could have just left the later parts out. It just didn't really add anything to the whole experience. I understand that they wanted to put a nice little bow on that storyline. They didn't want to leave it hanging, but I feel like they could have handled that a lot more elegantly. And beyond the very beginning, which served a very clear purpose, it's what got the story going and motivated the character to get moving. I just don't feel like that storyline really even needed a resolution or anything. Now I know it's technically bad form in screenwriting to leave something like that open-ended, but in this case I think it would have worked perfectly fine and the movie would have avoided those slightly clunky parts. And overall I think it would have made the whole thing even tighter and just slightly better. But with that being said, it was really just a fairly minor issue, nothing too serious. And yeah, as a whole I really enjoyed this and thought it was a pretty good movie. And that's about it, I genuinely don't have that much more to say about this one. So how about it, would I recommend it? Yeah, why not, it's a fun movie with a lot of heart too. So I'd suggest you check it out, or don't, after all, I'm not your dad. But hey, what are your thoughts on this? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a thumbs up or sub to the channel, because that would be fantastic. And if you'd like, you can also support me on Patreon or PayPal through the links in the description. And as always, I appreciate you and thanks for watching.